Nobody 2 is exactly the movie its trailer promises, a hyper-violent take on National Lampoon's Vacation. While embracing a lighter vibe than its predecessor, the movie is just as violent and action-packed as the last one and serves as a tightly paced shot of adrenaline that's guaranteed to please action fans. For my money, the first movie was one of the best action flicks of the last couple of years, and Bob Odenkirk, despite having suffered a near-fatal heart attack in the intervening years, is once again in tip-top form and continues to be one of the best action heroes in the business. So in this one, after torching $30 million in Russian mob money in the first movie, Hutch has to return to his violent ways in order to work off his debt. However, his busy schedule has kept him away from his family, so he decides to take them on a vacation to a theme park he loved as a child, only to discover that it's become a way station for a criminal syndicate run by this psychotic Lindina, played by Sharon Stone of all people. Now, a long-held pet peeve of mine is that action heroes, with the notable exception of Sylvester Stallone, often refuse to take a licking on screen. Odenkirk is the opposite, with his Hutch Mansell getting viciously beaten throughout, with him scraping his own way to victory thanks to intelligence and ruthlessness rather than pure brawn. Director Timo Tjahjanto proves to be an inspired choice to helm the sequel, with the movie embracing the kind of extreme, hyperkinetic violence he's known for in films like The Shadow Strays, The Night Comes for Us, and many more. The 90-minute running time is packed to the gills with action sequences, including a bit set on a duck boat in an amusement park where Odenkirk pays homage to Jackie Chan, using props while desperately trying to avoid fighting. The premise is solid, with Hutch wanting to reconnect with his family, all of whom are now well aware of his past as a killer thanks to the first movie. His wife, played by Connie Nielsen, also gets more developed this time, with her own history teased out some satisfying kick-ass sequences, while Hutch also worries that his son Brady, played by Gage Monroe, might be a chip off the old block as he seems more and more proficient with his fists. One of the best things about the franchise has always been the casting, with Odenkirk himself the most inspired choice as perhaps cinema's most unlikely but awesome action hero. He seems remarkably proficient with the choreography, while also giving the fights and shootouts a bit more of a ragged edge that suits the part. Hutch's father, once again played by Christopher Lloyd, and his brother, played by the Reza, also return, with Lloyd looking like he's having a ball mowing down the bad guys in the climax. The Reza actually gets one of the movie's best action sequences, with him having a sword fight with 87 North favorite Daniel Bernhardt. Nobody 2 actually improves upon the original in one important way. It has better villains. There are two big ones, both of whom are cast brilliantly. Colin Hanks is cast way against type as a dirtbag deputy, hinting at a range he's never been allowed to display before. Meanwhile, Sharon Stone owns the screen as the most evil character she's played since Basic Instinct, the psychopathic Lindina who gleefully orders the murder of dozens of civilians just to prove a point, and plays well off of Connie Nielsen and, of course, Bob Odenkirk. I really do hope that Nobody 2 makes enough money to get us a third film, as I've really been enjoying Odenkirk's run as an action hero. It helps that the films are always perfectly cast, and with the propulsive pace and fun-loving vibe, Nobody 2 is the perfect shot of adrenaline to put a button on the summer movie season, and I give it a very strong 8 out of 10.